There's a face, just a face, blank, neutral, staring into nothing. And if I told you that this single shot has been manipulated into conveying grief, hunger, and tenderness without the actor changing a single muscle, because that's exactly what happened. Over a century ago, in post-revolutionary Moscow, a young filmmaker named Lev Kuleshov sat in a cold editing room and stumbled onto the most fundamental secret in cinema. A secret every director's senses used, whether they knew it or not. This isn't about a great performance or a jaw-dropping visual. It's about the fact that the human brain will construct emotion from almost nothing. And film figured that out before psychology did. Who was Kuleshov? Kuleshov came of age during the Russian Revolution, a country rebuilding itself from scratch. And in that chaos, cinema was treated as something genuinely radical. Lenin reportedly called it the most important of the arts, not painting, not music, film. So these young Soviet filmmakers, Kuleshov, Eisenstein, Pudovkin, weren't just making movies. They were treating editing like it was physics, like they were laws to discover. Kuleshov was running a film workshop that was closer to a laboratory. The problem, he had almost no film stock. The economy was shattered, unexposed film was a luxury. So he did the only thing he could. He worked with footage that already existed. Old reels, pre-revolution films, scraps. Most people would have seen a dead end. Kuleshov saw a controlled experiment. Strip away the performance, strip away the story, and just look at the raw mechanics of how images talk to each other. What happens when you put this next to that? Does the meaning change? Does the feeling change? And that's when things got interesting. The experiment. The experiment is almost absurdly simple. Kuleshov took a close-up of actor Ivan Mozhukin, completely neutral, nothing happening, and edited that same shot next to 3 different images: a bowl of soup, a coffin, a woman. Same face every time, identical footage, and then he screened it for audiences. The results stopped him cold. People praised the actor's performance. They said he looked hungry next to the soup, grief-stricken next to the coffin, tender near the woman. They thought they were watching 3 different emotional performances. The actor wasn't doing anything. The audience was doing it all inside their own heads. That's the Kuleshov effect. Meaning isn't inside the shot, it's created between shots. The edit is where the emotion lives. Why this changes everything. If meaning lives between shots, not inside them, then cinema isn't a recording of reality, it's a construction of it. There's a filmmaker behind a curtain, arranging images, programming your emotional response like code running on your brain. That's either inspiring or deeply unsettling, depending on your mood. Hitchcock understood this better than almost anyone.
Montage means the assembly of pieces of film, which, moved in rapid succession before the eye, create an idea.
He once described cutting between a man's smiling face and a woman in a bikini versus the same smiling face and a little girl. One read as charming, the other as sinister. Same face, same smile. The cut does all the work. Rear Window is practically built on this. We watch James Stewart watch things and feel exactly what the editing tells us to feel. Every glance across the courtyard is a Kuleshov sequence. Hitchcock is just controlling which window we look through next. The film would be inert without that invisible machinery running underneath it. The effect in modern cinema. The Godfather. Michael Cologne in that restaurant bathroom, steeling himself to pull a trigger. Coppola cuts between his stone face and the screech of a nearby train getting louder and louder. The train means nothing, rationally. But placed next to that face, in that moment, it becomes the sound of fate closing in. Or Drive. Ryan Gosling barely speaks the entire film. He just stares. And it works because Refn trusts the effect completely. He doesn't need Gosling to perform the emotion. He just controls what Gosling is looking at and lets your brain fill in the rest. Minimal expression, maximum impact. And advertising has known this for decades. Every perfume commercial is pure Kuleshov. Beautiful face, slow motion waves, leather interior, mountain sunset. You walk away feeling like that product means freedom and sophistication. None of those feelings were in the product. They were edited in. What Kuleshov actually found goes deeper than filmmaking. Empathy, our ability to feel what someone else is feeling, is partly a projection. We don't read emotion so much as we assign it. Your brain takes in visual information, runs it through a narrative engine, and constructs meaning based on context. Film just makes that process visible and then exploits it. There's a reason you can cry at a CG character in an animated film. Emotional reality is constructed. It's always a collaboration between what's out there and what you bring to it. Cinema is just the most controlled version of that collaboration. Kuleshov never got the glory. History handed that to Eisenstein, the Odessa Steps, the manifestos, the textbooks. Kuleshov became a footnote. But what he found in that freezing editing room outlasted the politics, the theory, the Soviet Union itself. It shows up in every film that's ever moved you, in every cut that landed exactly right, in every moment where you felt something you couldn't quite name. Because the effect doesn't age. We still reach for meaning. We still complete the picture that isn't there. And that's thanks to Kuleshov's effect.